So, in terms of what to expect from a phone screen, there's 5 things that you generally can anticipate. One, obviously, being walk me through your resume, tell me a little bit about yourself. Usually, for technical roles, which it sounds like a lot of you guys do fall on that technical side, would be talking a little bit about your tech stack, what tools and technologies you're the most proficient in, what you've worked with previously, what you've recently done in your degrees. Something you also might run into is why do you want to work for our company? How does that align to your mission? What about it that excites you? And then also any questions relating to your strengths, weaknesses, goals, and then finally compensation questions will usually come at the end. So I can give you guys a little bit of insight as to how I would run my calls at Facebook, and specifically for my team. So you'll find as you do these, they all are kind of similar, but they will be a little bit different sometimes. So like for right now, usually my call is to learn a little bit more about your background, definitely talk a little bit about tech stack, and then really just tell you a little bit more about data engineering and really trying to get your interest in the role, engage that you are interested in that, and that's what you're wanting to do long term. For my calls, I do also have a technical component. So if you are interviewing for a technical position, something to just keep in mind, they might have some kind of like broad, high level technical questions, nothing you could really prepare for, but just something to keep in mind. Usually, the best way to prepare for that would be to look at the job description for the job that you would be chatting with the recruiter about. Now, when I was at the startup, it would be a little bit different. I did have a little bit more questions around the different types of projects they would work with, kind of probing them a little bit more about what their goals are in their career, as well as I would touch a lot on compensation expectations. Just because at a startup, we did have, very tight bands in terms of what we could work with. So that was a question that I did ask candidates in the first call. However, now I don't ask that. So we'll kind of walk through all these different scenarios you can run into.